Hello, Tiny.
Oh, Mama.
Hello.
Yeah. So wait, you've figured out a way you've figured out a way to regenerate. No.
But every miracle, every medical miracle, perpetuated the illusion that, inflated your ego, perpetuated the delusion that you can it. What do I say?
The mirror zone. What? No, dimension. The mirror zone. No, yeah. The parking zone. You can't park here. Hello? That's the drum. Hello?
What are you doing in here, Strange?
I was in the library, Narthex, and then there was this explosion.
I saw them in the astral plane. They're here. Stay where you are. Whatever they become, you're no match for.
Oh, hell.
We look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Corinthians 2.
Chapter 4, verse 18.
I have always loved that verse.
It's also a favorite of mine. The truest passage in all our scripture.
Oh, I don't know about that. The book is full of truth.
No, not that book. That book promises eternity but fails to deliver.
The afterlife is...
Afterlife is a contradiction. There is no afterlife. And I can prove it to you.
No one can prove such a thing.
I can. Watch.
Hey. Come here. Hey. Oh, look at you. You got a friend who goes for your type? Good boy. Yeah, it's all right. Don't be frightened. There you go. Oh, yeah. Shaking my hand now. Wait till you get the bill. How's your insurance, son? Look, guys, I don't have any money.
You watch.
No, please.
What if this doesn't work?
It will work.
You seem so sure.
My faith is strong.
This isn't about faith.
Caecilius.
This is about whether or not you've deciphered the Cagliostro rituals correctly. If you're wrong.
If I'm wrong, then he will ignore us, and we will each die our own slow, natural deaths. But we are not the ones knocking. He is. And he's waiting for someone like us to let him in. Vashilak dormamo, Ludayel beunuk, Savak helega dormamo.
I've been dancing for 10 years now and have a black belt in karate. So I think putting those two together made me uniquely qualified for making the gestures for the magic moments in the movie. I do hip hop and I do popping and tutting. And tutting is only arms and hands. And then it also breaks down even smaller to finger tutting, which you're doing boxes and shapes with just your fingers. And then it can get really funky where you're just kind of like doing alien fingers. JoJo is doing the fight scenes. I make the gestures to materialize these weapons and powers, and he gets to fit those things into the actual fight scenes.
Benedict was shooting constantly and doing theater in the evening, so he squeezed the training in between.
Benedict threw himself into this role, and he went through months of physical training even while he was on stage doing Hamlet to learn how to fight and how to move. We've had to say, Benedict, maybe we should let the stuntman do that particular stunt. He has been game for everything.
You have to be incredibly fit. I mean, I started working out for this film, not just to fill the suit, so to speak, but also just to be able to take knocks, to be able to do multiple takes of fight scenes over 5 days.
Fight if your life depended on it!
I've been whipped about 3 times with this sort of whip thing that Chiwetel and I had to play with in a fight training scene.
Yeah, it's a great moment in the film in terms of the relationship of Mordo and Strange, where he's introducing him to all of the different fighting methods that they can use. Dr. Strange is also sort of fighting back, and so finding his own feet and sense of himself in this world. They're still master and pupil.
Trust your teacher.
But it's the first time that there is a sort of equivalency about them. There's a kind of dance to it.
You're exiting your body and you're viewing something from an alternate dimension. So that was a big moment for us to figure out how we're going to do that. It'll start off often at Marvel in the Viz Dev department, and they'll come up with concepts. Previs is essentially moving storyboards. You actually can now get into what the shots are supposed to be like, how dynamic the moves are. That then gets handed off to a facility who will then begin testing that with moving footage. We're testing today the astral push moments, and in those moments we're shifting into a high speed. So we're testing frame rates as well as camera speeds in order to do that.
The astral form is one of the simplest effects that we've done and one of the hardest, because you need to believe that in a way is the spirit that sort of comes out of the body. We all know what the body looks like, and we also know what a ghost looks like. And the idea was that we didn't want it to look like a ghost, and yet is ghostly.
The main thing was in the way they can move and interact with the environment. When they fly very fast through the room, they can go through the walls, but then cling to the walls. Things are moving when they hit them. So it's not really ghosts as we know them.
There's also a lot of wire work in the film. And it becomes very exciting and just a lot of fun, really.
Stephen Broussard and Kevin Feige said, I've done more wire work on this than any other film that they've worked on. I get flung through a wall or suspended by a wire over a drop and then smashed into an asteroid in another dimension, flung off the edge of a building that's changing shape, or knocked over a balcony or smashed through a cabinet. You can't really say you're a superhero unless you've actually experienced some of the physical trauma.
It was really fun. It's not every day you get to smash glass and be paid for it.
T?
When it comes to our tags, we don't often script them out or necessarily know when the film starts shooting what the tags are going to be.
I don't drink tea. What do you drink? Not tea.
And late into the shooting of Strange, the Thor Ragnarok script was coming together. And as we were reading it, we said this scene could be hilarious. Wouldn't it be funny to answer the question right away, what's it going to be like when Doctor Strange enters the Marvel Universe?
So I keep a watch list of individuals and beings from other realms that may be a threat to this world. Your adopted brother, Loki, is one of those beings.
It's a worthy inclusion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they had met before, but they got along great, and I think people are starting to learn this about Chris, and they'll soon hopefully know about it, Benedict Cumberbatch. They are both hilarious. They both have the best comedic timing, especially for guys known as dramatic actors and as action stars, some of the funniest people you'll ever meet. And I think they really enjoyed the opportunity to just improv a bit and play with what is kind of a little bit of a lighter tone than the movie that preceded it.
Marvel's Doctor Strange on digital and Blu-ray.
Okay, so what did you think of that video? Now I've got some more on Doctor Strange for you. Did you know that many people have been trying to make a Doctor Strange movie since the mid-80s? From 1986 to 2005, people within Hollywood such as Bob Gale, Wes Craven, David S. Goyer, and even Stan Lee himself with co-writer Alex Cox have all tried to make a film adaptation of Doctor Strange, but failed. No Doctor Strange movie has ever made it past the pre-production phase until November 2015, the date when the new Doctor Strange movie started filming. Now, did you also know that Benedict Cumberbatch originally turned down the role of Doctor Strange? When Cumberbatch was first approached for the film, he originally turned it down due to scheduling complications. However, when the release date for the film was pushed back from July 2016 to November 2016, Cumberbatch was able to sign on to the project. Now, to do some prep work for the role, Cumberbatch taught English at a Buddhist monastery in India. In the comics, Doctor Strange was trained at an Eastern monastery, so to prepare for the role, Cumberbatch volunteered to teach English at a Buddhist monastery in Darjeeling, India for a year. So, do you think Doctor Strange will be a success for Marvel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Lisa, and thanks for watching.